I remember as a kid, crackheads would die. Like if you did crack too much, you went too far off on the crack thing, you was gonna die.
Yeah.
Right?
And you took people with you.
Right. And you hurt your family, everything.
Yeah.
Somewhere along the lines, though, where we are today, and maybe they're not actually crackheads, you know, because at a certain point, we just started calling anybody that was scurrying through the night a crackhead.
Yeah.
You're a crack. If you was scurrying through the night, you're a crackhead. You know what I mean?
Yes.
But they stopped dying. I feel like they have crackheads that'll climb up a wall and they live forever, like Spider-Man, and they just jump out in the middle of the night and be like,
it's true, man.
They get hit by cars, they jump up, you be like,
well, a lot of people are strung out on other things that are not crack
it's not
anymore.
crack.
Yeah,
So it's different.
Different
You know, it
design
affects
of drugs out there now.
It affects people differently.
well, that meth and all that too is tearing people up. And what is the opioid? What is that? The Oxycontin.
Oh, man, that's all of us narcotics, man.
People are more hooked on prescription drugs than anything right now.
You remember when we was kids, Trey? The only thing you saw on television was anti-drugs.
Yeah. Things have changed.
In the last decade, it is drug I mean, you could watch late night TV.
You know why that is? You know why that is? Because
drug.
people started to look for substitutes. So substitutes to make them happy and feel good. You know, when you don't need that. All you need is good music or a good movie.
Good laugh.
Emotionally, I think it got something to do with technology. You know what I'm saying? And emotionally, we are just disconnected. And if you don't have that's what numbs that. Drugs and all kind of other things that we substitute for feeling good and feeling and just feeling. We are anatomic now, man. We're technology.
That's it.
And if you think about it, we have a pill for everything.
I still like to go. I'm not texting you, man. I'm going to the crib. Yo, E, come out, man. That's old school. You know what I'm saying? That's when you talk. You say hi. Nowadays, if you in the streets and you speaking to people think that's weird.
Yeah, they do.
I was at a pizza shop and I see two young dudes sitting there at the table with each other texting. And I said, yo, man, what's wrong with y'all? What's wrong with y'all? Why y'all not talking? Why y'all not out chasing girls? What's wrong with y'all? Now we got this Tinder stuff and all that. Whatever happened to going to the club and lying?
Facts.
No, people don't do that.
No, they
anymore.
lie online
doing
now.
that?
Now you lie online. Your Instagram, your Facebook is a lie.
What happened
It's
to
called
just
catfishing.
seeing a beautiful woman and saying, hi, how you doing? What's your name? What happened to that?
It's gone.
Yeah, I mean,
That's cause we old.
I'm
man.
putting
They
it on
calling
my
us
back
old.
now, man. Putting it on my
You
back.
back in the
I'm
club,
trying to
Trey?
bring-
Yo,
I'm
Tracy
not in the
Morgan's
club.
back in the club.
I'm
Y'all,
not
here we
man.
go.
I love my
Here we
wife.
go. He gonna be at the
Booby,
shadow.
I love you, boo.
He gonna be at the
Don't
rooftop.
listen to him, boo. Don't listen
Trey
to him.
Wop at the rooftop.
Nah, ain't nothing happening. Ain't nothing happening. I remember all those days. You know, when you look at it, things have changed. You got when you had what was that called? When you listen to it on your earphones. What was that called? The old school.
The Walkman?
Your Walkman.
Yeah.
And then you had rollerblades.
Oh, yeah.
Shut
facts.
down roller skate rinks.
Truth.
Shut it down.
I don't even
I didn't
think.
even
Great
think about
Adventure
that.
killed Coney Island.
Facts.
Yeah.
Great Adventure killed Coney Island. Mama, little piece of shops. You got what's that? Everybody eat the
Papa John.
Yeah, you got
The
all that.
delivery, the
I
home
still
delivery.
go to the
Yeah.
Bronx to the same piece of shop that I've been going to since high school.
No, it's
and I'm
important to
48
support
years old.
Small businesses.
I like mom and pop pizza shops, man. I keep it old school. That's how you do it.
Tracy Morgan up here dropping knowledge. Matter of fact, some of y'all need to get out to the New York Comedy Festival. Shout out to Comedy Central. Tracy Morgan, Saturday, 10:30, ripping down that Carnegie Hall.
Yeah, man, telling the truth in there.
You already rock Carnegie
This
Hall
is my
before.
second Carnegie
Yeah.
Hall, but I'm coming back differently because, I was on the other side and then I came back.
Is
So
this part
this is
of
a
your
different-
Pick Up the Pieces tour?
Yeah, this is part of the Pick Up the Pieces tour, but, you testify. If you ain't got a testimony, you can't testify.
That's right.
So I testify now. If anybody gonna say to me, I've been to the other side and came back. When you in a coma 10 days, you knocking on the door. And I came back bearing gifts, baby.
Well, I read an
Souls on
article
to
that
the
said you
good.
came back from that coma jerking off. They said masturbation is what got you through. You whipped
Well,
that
that's
thing
what-
out
that
right
was the
away.
only thing on my
I touched
body
back
working.
down and pulled it
No,
right out.
Only thing working on my body was that. I had to learn how to play, solitaire. So if you gonna play with yourself, play solitaire.
Trey
That's
Wop
what the
touched back
nurses said
down,
to
whipped
me.
it out.
If you
check it
gonna
out.
be here, yes. The whole room went black. My nurses had to come in there with flashlight. It's all to the good.
Oh my God.
Oh yes.
Yo, Tracy. So listen, NewYorkComedyFestival.com. I saw on Instagram.
Thank you for having me do that, Carolines and all of that. Thank you, because they always include me in a comedy festival, and I like to be a part of it.
You back whipping these foreigns out here too. Now y'all don't know me and Tracy Morgan. I didn't have you guys. I had my little Escalade and my little Cadillac, but I
We
stop
go
at
back like spinal cords and car seats.
Yeah, I
man.
stop at the West Side Highway little car wash. Tracy Morgan pull up in the Ferrari or the
Stunting.
Jag or the Range or the Jag or the what was the other thing? The Lambo.
Yeah, I had a couple
the
of
Bentley.
Lambos. Yeah.
Now you pushing. What you pushing out here now?
Oh, right now I have.
You was driving around our neighborhood yesterday.
Yeah, I have a Lambo. I have a Bugatti on the West Coast. I have 2 Rolls Royce. I bought me a Phantom. I bought my wife a Rolls Royce Dawn when it first came out, and she has the Range Rover. What's that? Black Series. I have
and
the
a
488.
Ferrari.
So how many cars you got now?
Now, not many. I only have like 6, 7.
Not many.
That's
Yeah.
that's a
How's that
lot.
not many?
I
though?
bought me and my wife have a $20 million mansion. It's all to the good.
I mean,
bro.
this is a
We
beautiful
gutted
story.
That. We gutted that, and we putting our mark on it now.
It's not Co-op City anymore. This is not, you know what I mean? This is not.
Well, it's all to the good, I was living love before the accident,
Yeah, no, you were.
It's just that we stepped it up, Listen, I'm good. All I need is $1,500 and a new pair of sneakers. All the rest is for my family.
Right,
I'm from the hood.
Yeah.
All I need is $1,500.
Full tank of gas and
Yeah,
fresh
that's
pair of
all I
sneakers.
need.
Yeah.
But the rest of this for my family.
Back
God
in the
forbid
day, we didn't
anything
even need a
happen to
shirt.
me.
Back in the day, I
Nah.
didn't even need a shirt.
Not in the club, but when Trey took his shirt off in the club,
Yeah.
the party just started, man.
Oh, my
the
God.
party just started. You just got here, but the party just started. Trey's shirt is off. Look over there.
There it is. It's
And
showtime.
it's going down. But this is a much more mature man. I've grown, not Arrested Development no more, and we living on.
How are
living on.
things? How are things with you and the family? Because I remember when you first
Me
came
and my
to see
lady,
us-
me and my old lady.
No. But I remember you were very paranoid and you wanted to travel with them everywhere.
Yeah, well, we're working on it. I still see my psychiatrist, you know what I'm saying? That's just my trauma, but you overcome that.
Right.
People, some people overcome it. And me working on it, and there's a lot of trust.
Right.
There's a lot of trust. When you get hit from behind in the truck, it does something to you. You know what I'm saying?
Of course.
And I have to let my family grow. I have to let my wife do a thing.
Yeah.
I have to let my daughter grow. She's 3 now. I have to let my son grow. And I can't staple them. I can't do that. And I had to learn that. So I'm getting better at it.
I mean, I would assume, that's why I brought up the
I never
cars.
want to let my family go. Well, my best car,
Because
people ask me,
the therapy in that is driving around and just being out and being active,
I
right?
had to do that. I had to learn to get back on the road. I would freak out on the road, but I had to do that. But people ask me, like somebody asked me the other day, which car you like the most? Is it the Lamborghini? I said no. When I bought the Lamborghini, right, or the Bugatti, I said I drove it, and I was good for a half hour. I'm getting attention from the beautiful women who don't like that.
Yeah.
I'm flattered. But when I got home that night, I was laying in the bed with my wife, and I said, I don't think I'm gonna drive that car a lot. She said, that's a Lamborghini. Why not? I said, because I can't put y'all in it. So my best car is the family car, which is the Phantom Rolls Royce. Because my wife is there. My daughter got a Rolls Royce made a special seat for her, custom made Rolls Royce seat. So I get to have my family right there with me.
Right.
Right there with me. Right there with me. I'll go to the supermarket in a Ferrari or the Bull or the Lambo, but I like my family car because I see my family right there with me, and I like that.
I appreciate the fact that you have made it a point not to talk about the settlement and not to be
Nobody need to know that.
not
That's
to be
nobody's
boisterous.
business. Nobody needs to know what's in my pockets. You from the hood like I am. And imagine somebody walk up to me and tap my pockets. I'm going to kill you. I'm going to kill you after that. Got to. So nobody need to know that. It's nobody's business. No, and people just, snatching numbers out of the air. And you put me on the spot like that. Nobody cares about that when they come see me perform. They just happy to see me.
That's
Of
right.
course.
They just happy you there. They just happy you there.
Speaking of happy, how happy are you to watch? I mean, and I know you, so I know you love other comedians.
Oh, yeah.
How happy are you to see what Kevin Hart's doing with the stadium and the movie and the
He's
whole...
a friend of mine before I was Tracy Morgan and before he was Kevin Hart.
Yeah.
And I told him, I had a talk with him a long time ago when we first started. I said, just stick with it. Just stick with it. You are one joke from being the Kevin Hart that you are today.
Yeah.
You one joke from happiness. One joke.
So many people...
And he hit it, and I'm happy for him.
So many people celebrate for the audience. Like
Right.
Tracy, when he hosts shows, when he hosts a Hot 97 comedy show, you just had Mark...
I like that fact that he's coming off like a fat rat in a cheese factory.
Eating.
Coming off. Come off, man.
Yo,
come off.
That Kevin
you wanna
Hart is
come
out
off.
Friday. Yeah, man. Go check that. And go
Yeah.
check Tracy Morgan. Saturday, November 5th, Carnegie Hall, ripping that thing down again for the New York Comedy Festival. Where are you at right now, Tracy, with television, movies, yourself? Are you now at a place where you may start producing, directing?
I'm very happy. I don't like to brag about anything coming up. You'll be pleasantly surprised.
There's some
what's
things.
happening. Yeah.
Some movies, the whole thing.
All of that. All of
You
that.
and Tina Fey again?
No.
you're not-
Trey Bag. Trey Morgan.
Yeah.
Trey Bag of Bonton playing a barbecue. You're going to be happy with me.
Yeah.
You're going to be really proud of your boy.
Congrats, man.
Thank you very much.
Happy for that.
Right now on tour and picking up the pieces, I'm just taking you through a journey of what my life has been like for the last 2 years. It hasn't all been tragic. Me and my wife got married.
Yeah.
My
That's
daughter
amazing.
just started dance class 2 days ago.
Yeah.
So these are the joys of my life. Martin Lawrence, my OG, Martin, he told me a long time ago, people think that comedy just comes from pain. No, it comes from joy too. You can make fun of your joy, so I make fun of my joy too.
How you feeling you watching this presidential shit play out? I mean,
No, I don't watch none of that.
Do you vote?
No, I voted one time in my life, and that was for Dave Dinkins, and we see how that shit turned out. Dave.
So we can't even get you back. We can't even get you back in there.
I'm not into politics. And please don't say, but you have to vote. I don't have to do anything. I'm a grown man. My faith is in God. I don't put my faith in man. Because when I was in that coma, Obama ain't do nothing for me. I got respect for that man, but that was God that brought me back. So I'm a believer. And it ain't take no accident either. I've been a believer. I've made my decision a long time ago on who was my president. So far, so good.
So you don't play the shenanigans at
Now I
all.
don't put my faith in man. Game recognized game, man. When I look at, if I channel surf and I see both of them doing this, that's game. That's game. I could have been president.
Facts. I mean,
Yeah.
If it was
because that's
politics, I
ridiculous
could have
what
been
we're getting now.
president.
I'd have
But then
voted for you over Donald
Yeah.
Trump.
Nah, they would have did that background check. Yeah, you can't be president.
You see what they doing to
You
Donald
got too
Trump?
many parking tickets,
They
man.
tearing him apart right
Yeah,
now.
well, that's what it is. Game recognized game.
He from
When
New
I look
York.
at
They
this
didn't do his
great
background
country,
check early
When
enough.
I look at this great country, I go, wow, that's who we got to pick from. These two.
That's it. That upset you, I'm sure, that
So,
these was the last two, right?
Change don't come about through voting. Change in life come about through prayer. That come about through prayer. Keep on knocking. He hear you. He might not answer the door right now. He might be helping others that just went through the hurricane and Somalia, people that really need stuff. But keep on knocking. And whatever you don't receive in this life, you'll receive in the next life. But what you don't want to do is give up your faith. I was fighting when I was in that coma E. I was fighting. I wasn't ready to go. My daughter's only 10 months old, and she need me. So I was fighting.
And
I met the first responder
do you remember
that
that?
pulled me out.
Do you remember,
No,
like...
but I met the first responder that pulled me out. He was a young white dude, 23 years old. Met him and his mom. Remember when I did that show in New Brunswick? And I'm standing in my dressing room and doing a meet and greet, and this mature white woman came up to me with a young man, and she sat down right on my left side. He was right here on my right, and she whispered in my ear, "My son was the one that pulled you out the truck that night. He was covered from head to toe in your blood." And I looked at him, and he was crying, and he was visibly just shaking. She said he'd been seeing a doctor for 2 years because of that night. Then I hugged him, and I grabbed him, and we both cried. And I said, "I love you, And I said, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Me and my family, thank you. And I just said, I'm all right. I'm okay. I'm fine. And it was like a weight being lifted off this young man's shoulder.
To know that you was okay, that y'all could reconnect.
He needed that. He needed that. He needed that in his life. So then we started talking. After I calmed him down, I told him I was all right. And I took his name and his number. And I told him, if you ever need anything, call me. Call me. And then we started talking. I said, so what was it like? He said, first I didn't know it was you. Because you was just covered. You broke every bone in your face. You was out. You was gone. You wasn't even part of this world right now, but you was swinging. So we had to tie you down before we put you on a gurney and put you in a helicopter, because they helicoptered us off the road. I said, oh, that was probably my nerves, you know. He said, no, Mr. Morgan, you was fighting for your life. You just fighting. You was fighting. You got to fight. That's what Obama did for me. He let me know. You can't just say, you can grow up and be anything you want to. They're just not loving, comforting words no more. Now
fight.
There's proof. You got to try. You can't just, you got to try. Now you got to try. The black man in the White House, now you got to try.
Ain't no gimme. Ain't no gimme.
Nah. Ain't nothing out no more. Not in this world, not where I come from. I come from 212 Jupe Avenue, 4H in the projects, Tompkins Projects. Marlboro, first 9 years of my life. I ain't never gonna forget my foundation. Every now and then I ride through the hood. That's to water my roots. Gotta keep the roots, because when you cut the tree from the roots, what happened to the tree?
Die.
There you go. And I'm always stay next to my roots, man. You got to. I love life. Life is good. Love is great. God is everything.
It's tough to have this conversation with you and then talk about masturbation right after you came out.
That's all good. That's all a part of it.
I mean, it's natural. I know.
Let me tell you something.
I know God made that possible.
Everything go down in the big book, so don't feel guilty.
Oh my
all right?
God.
Just get it over with. He understands. He understands.
I kept the blood flowing, Trey.
He understands.
I'm sorry.
I was up there. He told me, I know what he's doing.
Hey, Dad.
He can fix his feet on the ground like he really taking the poop all he wants to. I'm the little brother that look under the door and say, Mom, he ain't playing with himself again. I know. Women too, I know. They got needs. Just trying to get their beak wet. Just trying to get their beak wet.
The beak, not the beak.
What?
Not the beak.
Life is good.
Not the beak.
Yo, people see me every day and they go, you're lucky. I said, no, I'm not. I'm fortunate. If you want luck, go to Atlantic City. Go to Vegas. He said, God is good. I said, no, you wrong again. God is everything. He good, bad, and ugly. You don't want to mess with him. If you think Satan is bad, guess who created him? So any man who hasn't made his decision, man or woman or child, if you haven't made your decision, you already made your decision. I already know whose side I'm going on. So if I'd have died in that accident, God forbid, I'd have been all right, because I know where I'm going after this, because I'm good to people, good to myself, and I believe. I'm there.
When you walk out on that stage now, I mean, every time.
It's pure love. It's pure love.
I can imagine how emotional that must be every time.
I have to give it back through my sense of humor. And I have to give it back through my sense of humor. That's what he gave it to me for. I was talking about that the other day about Kev Hart, man. He made it to the shop. People start hating. What he supposed to do? Go get a regular job now? That's what he wanted. He's not a bad person. He's good. He's only trying to make us laugh. Wow.
That's his calling. That's what he wants to do all the time.
When the cases first settled, the first tour I bought my cars. I drove my Lamborghini to the city to see my doctor at Cornell. And when I was coming home, I stopped at a red light and I heard this old white dude. This is BS. This is BS. This is BS. I can't believe it. And I ain't know he was talking to me, so who you talking to? And I see he was talking to me. You were on Matt Lauer a week ago, now you're in this fancy car. This is BS. embarrassing me in the streets of Manhattan. So I pulled over now. Now he's scared. And I got my car. Now he's scared. And I said, who you talking to? And he got his head down. He didn't want to say nothing. And I started yelling out, who you talking to? Say nothing. I said, you would have took that hit for me? You would have took that hit for me? Then I yelled at him, yo, that took that hit for me? And he shook his head. No. I said, so if you ever see me again, if God ever grace you seeing me again, don't you ever say nothing to me. I'm going to hurt you badly. I lost my friend in that, and I almost died. And you worrying about a car? You worrying about a car? Where's the humanity in that? You worrying about a car. And you wouldn't have took that hit for me. You know what that did to my friends? To my family? To my fans? You know what that did to people who care about humans? Nobody wants to see nobody die like that. And I just got back in my car and left. Wow. I asked him one question. You would have took that hit for me? I ain't asked to be hit by no truck, man. We was coming home from work that night. We just made 3,500 people stand up laughing, forget about their woes. And you so jelly that you saw me in a car and you couldn't contain yourself. Then when I got out the car, I went into my N-word bag. Problem now. That's life. It ain't all good. Hurt people hurt people.
Yeah.
I was really just sitting here tripping off how you just threw jelly in the middle of a sentence like that.
Yeah, he was jelly.
You've been hanging out with your kids a lot, man.
Jelly,
You've been around. He was jelly.
Come on,
you threw it back. I was like, man. 79.
He's jelly. Yo, peace to Keith Murray and Eric Sherman. Just because. And my man Karis One. And Rod. Yo, Rod. Trey. Yo, Raquel. This is Trey Bag. I love you, B.
Just because.
Just because.
Rakim taught you how to dress.
That was hip hop.
Keep it real.
Rakim was hip hop. He's Michael Jackson.
You
of
got
hip hop.
your first part.
You know what hip hop is.
Your first part when you seen Rakim's part.
Of course. Hip hop is one leg up, one leg down.
Real.
One pants leg up, one pants leg down. That's hip hop. That's hip hop. Remember when LL was like that the first couple of years?
Yo, Raekwon just saw him on stage the other week. One pants leg up, one pants leg still right now.
Because that's Ray. But that's Wu. I'm Wu for life. And people sleep on Obama. Under that suit, he got a Wu-Tang for Life shirt on. Free Bobby Brown, all that. Let Lil' Kim go. He got one of them T-shirts on.
Let Lil' Kim go.
He got a Wu-Tang T-shirt on under that suit.
Trey, y'all make sure y'all get these tickets. Carnegie Hall, New York Comedy Festival. Tracy Morgan will be in the building.
I got truckloads of funny coming up there. We got two truck cases of funny, right? 2 truckloads of funny. Going to Carnegie Hall, right? That's right. Okay.
Last time you was here, when we talked about what was going on in the hospital, there was a nurse that you shouted out.
Jackie and then Laura.
No.
Jackie was at JFK. Jackie was in JFK. She was in my rehabilitation when I first came out the coma.
I was the one that you said had the...
Huh? What?
What?
Can't tell him nothing.
Nothing.
That was Jackie or the other one?
No, Jackie she was a good woman. She helped me in rehab, and I was really mean to her. Why were you mean to her? Because I was brain trauma. That's the brain trauma. Your brain, you're gone. I still have my good days and my bad days. But Laura was the one that she cut my bloody clothes off that night. When she said, you landed right there on that heliport, and I was the one that cut your clothes off for you that night. On this side, you could probably see the scar.
Yeah.
On this side, you could see my brain. My skull was cracked open. And on this side was just my face. I broke all every bone in there. So she said, I've been doing this for 30-something years. It's the first time in my heart, my mama said, that boy ain't gonna make it. You see, the doctors gave me less than 2% chance of living, but God gave me a second chance. I'm gonna do it right. It feel good to love everybody, man. If you love me, I love you. You hate me, I hate you, man. It's all to the good. I'm gonna keep it very real. I'm not St. Morgan or nothing like that. I'm keeping it real, man. I'm gonna do it for Brooklyn, man. If you love me, I got love for you, man. Mary J. Blige told me that many years ago. You love those who love you, man. It's like getting money on the streets. You never get money with people who just want to get money. You get money with people who want to get money with you. So y'all all have the same common goal, and you know, that's what it's about. My whole thing is just taking care of my fam, taking care of my fans, giving them everything they want, giving what they on stage, and just being good. And my reward is not here. I got a lot of cards and all that crap, but my reward is not here in this world. My reward is when he welcomed me back into his kingdom. And I see my father, my grandmother, and all those who aren't with us anymore, ancestors and all that. You remember Antoine Fisher, that movie?
Yeah.
When he saw his family, remember? That's what I look forward to.
You know,
being in his kingdom.
Sudden and untimely, sad situation yesterday with Tommy Ford from Martin, too.
Rest in peace, Tommy. I love you. I worked with him. He was good to me. He was a good man. He was a warm man. He was good. He was always good when I was on the Martin Lawrence show. And Martin is my OG and I love Martin, but I want to really send out a shout out to Tommy's family. I love you. God bless you. And rest in peace, Tommy. Thank
Tracy
you.
Morgan, man, it's just great to see you every time. Great to see you smiling,
Better
shining.
to see y'all.
You know what I mean?
Thank you.
And New York Comedy Festival, thanks for bringing Tracy to the Carnegie Hall. And everybody get your tickets. Let's go out there November 5th, Saturday,
Tracy.
celebrate Tracy Morgan. Give it up for him, man.
Thank you. Thank y'all.